Hello, and welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me and my amazing world of pens. This video, we're going to take a look at my YouTube channel. I think it'd be interesting for some of you that may not have a channel, or some of you that do. 2021 has been an interesting year. So let's take a look at the metrics. Oh, yes. By the way, in front of you is going to be my new mascot for 2022. A viewer sent it to me. A viewer who's quite an accomplished artist. Here's an example of some of her work. So I think an extra pair of eyes would be good to help me as I explore the world of pens. So let's dive into the channel. Let's start with an overview of the videos I published in 2021. The ones there that are highlighted are the non-pen videos. I did a couple videos on my e-bikes. These are just in alphabetical order, so you can kind of get an idea. Maybe some of them you will remember. Pen BBS, it's a small amount as usual for other years. And I did cover a bunch of different types of pens. Stir any memories? So the first thing we're going to look at is the top 10 videos of 2021. And as you look down this list, number 3 is a new video, and that's the first new video of 2021 that pops up on the list. The other ones are older. 2017, 2019, 2015. And this is the bottom half of that top 10. As you can see, this is mostly dominated by older videos. There's another new one, the Moonman M700. Let's look at the details behind this list. So here I've broken down those top 10 videos, and you'll see the number 1 video, which got over almost 11,000 views, was the Hero 336, published on December of 2017. People didn't watch it for very long. Here's your lifetime viewership, and it ranks number 3 in the top lifetime pens. Here's that Moonman Q1, which I have to admit I'm surprised that it took first place in my 2021 videos. And restoring vintage pens is always a viewer favorite. Got 6,000 views, and it's the number 1 lifetime video with over 76,000 views. And then the other 2 2021 videos that made the top 10 was the Moonman M700 Stripe and the Jinhao 100 All Red. So, in my view, that pun, I have trouble understanding what becomes a popular video on my channel. Everybody's popularity is ranked differently. I'm certain for some of those big YouTube publishers, anything less than 1 million views is considered a failure. But to me, I kind of feel anything over 1,000 is considered to be good from my perspective. And I'm impressed how the older videos continue to be watched fairly regularly. So here's a view over a 3-year period, 2019, 2020, and 2021. And 2021 was certainly a down year in regards to number of views, down over 20% compared to 2020. Watch time is down almost 30%. Subscribers are down by 1/3. But yet, my number of new videos was higher. And you can see between 2019 and 2020, I increased about 10% on all those major metrics, but yet I published 10% less videos. So one of the things that you would look at is, how does this trend? Here's a graph showing the views versus subscribers, and you can see the difference between the 3 years, and the blue is 2021. The other thing we'll need to look at is a trend line, and this is based on my compilation of data. As you can see, views and subscribers continue on a fairly good trend line with a fairly good positive slope. So even though 2021, as far as pure numbers goes, wasn't a great year and it didn't continue to increase as much as previous years, I'm still on a very positive trend line for my channel. YouTube gives you great analytical tools. So here's an advanced graph that you can look at, and it takes those top 5 videos and it shows their viewership over the 2021 year. And you notice that big spike? That's the Q1. So that's a good indication of how a new video can produce a tremendous amount of views in its first couple days, and then it eventually trails off, and as you can see, it doesn't even, it stays in the, close to the top. So I started the channel over 7 years ago, so I thought you would like to see the first 10 videos that I published. The first one was Dalmatian Tales, which I actually quite liked. Then the Jinhao 599C, which is an interesting pen, and I enjoyed it for a while. The Pilot Petite 1, another 599, and then the 5th video was what I called the perfect pen, Pilot Custom Heritage 91, and I still think it's a good pen. Then I got into sailors. I did a video on a drone that I bought just to show you the property in my garden, and then my first vintage about Wall Eversharp pens, and then I get a Stipula Paparazzi, and I go to a Sailor Pro Gear. So I am very pleased with how I brought in a lot of different aspects into the world of pens in my first couple videos. So here's a list of the top videos since the beginning of the channel, and the restoring of vintage fountain pens is in the lead by quite a bit and continues, as we saw, to be a very watched and liked video. And then the Rotring Core number 2, not something I expected when I first did that video. And the Hero 336 is number 3, another one that I didn't expect to be in this top group. And we get some low-cost pens, the Pelican Twist, the Schaefer calligraphy pen, and then we get our first Flex vintage versus modern. I was happy with that video, and I'm happy to see that it got quite a lot of views. And interesting also to see on what video generates the most subscribers, and that restoring vintage fountain pens was one of those. So hopefully this might interest you, some of these videos you haven't watched, or just a view of how, to me, it's hard to understand exactly what interests viewers, but I just try to publish a lot and hopefully hit some home runs. So you may ask, how do I compare with other pen reviewers on YouTube? Well, I consider myself a good friend of Wasky Squirrel, and I have this program called TubeBuddy, and here's a comparison over the past 28 days of viewers that I generated from my videos and viewers that Wasky Squirrel generated, and I publish a lot of videos. Here's what Wasky published in those 30 days and the views that he got. Here's a What I Ink. It's just another pen reviewer. So, I'm holding my own, I think, in the industry, but just I get a feeling that fountain pen reviews on YouTube are just not generating the excitement and interest that they used to. Is that something we can change, or is it a trend line and we may have to expand our channel? So to put things in perspective, here's a comparison of the views that I'm getting compared to the Goulet Pen Company, and it's not even close. They're doing 10x the number of views, and this is that same 30-day period. And here's what they did. They only published 11 videos, so it's not that they're publishing more videos, but their videos are getting a lot more views. And I think that's great, because I think they do a great job and they really help educate the pen community in addition to promoting their business. So I hope you've enjoyed that little overview of my channel in 2021 with some historical perspectives in mind. So I have an ask for those viewers that are still on watching at this time in the video, is I'm open to suggestions again. I've gotten suggestions before and they're still sitting in my to-do list, like reviewing all the colors of my Pen BBS pens and the different models that I have, and that's still something that hopefully I might get to in 2022. But I think Pen BBS is also losing some popularity and panache, and they really were a top pen for a number of years for a lot of us collectors. Now they're into making nibs, and I think the nibs are definitely priced well higher than I would be willing to pay, but that's just me. So what would you suggest I do? Please leave me a comment, send me an email, however you would like to communicate. I appreciate that. So thank you all for watching. I do enjoy, appreciate, and respect all of my viewers. We've reached the end of this video, and then we're going to say bye. And I wish all of you are safe, healthy, and happy, and have a wonderful holiday season and an absolutely joyous new year. Take care. Bye.